Welcome to Brighton High School for a High School Rewind Game of the Week. I am Dusty Lidster. Thanks for joining us on our matchup. The Brighton Bengals and the Olympus Titans. Welcome, everybody. So glad to have you along with us. Hope you had an outstanding Christmas and a terrific New Year holiday, and that 2014 starting out the way that you wanted to. And we're glad you're taking some time to join us on High School Rewind. We have an outstanding matchup tonight between Brighton and Olympus. Let's first start with the Brighton Bengals. Brighton will be welcoming back Brock Miller. The young man was one of the highlight players we thought we'd see throughout the year. Did see him suit up tonight in our last game. I talked about him. He didn't play, but he is suited up tonight. We expect him to be in the ball game. But Brighton comes into this game 5-6 on the year. Went 2-2 over the holidays. They went down to a tournament, the Holiday Classic, split their games, but won their last game by 17 points, and we expect them to come into tonight playing very, very well. Off that win, being able to add Brock Miller into the lineup should be nice, and it should be very good for Coach Gardner's Bengals. Let's take a look at the Olympus Titans. Olympus, we've seen them a lot here in High School Rewind. This is one of the more fun teams watching 4A. Coach Barnes always puts out a terrific product and terrific team as well, and this team continues to roll on as Alec Monson has been outstanding, and his running mate Jake Lindsay has been right with him, scoring a lot of points. They're averaging 41, 42 points a game combined this season. We expect them to have a big game tonight, and this should be a good one. We know our players, our teams, and when we come back, we'll be opening tip-off, and you are watching High School Rewind only on Xfinity On Demand. We're ready to get going. Gramillion will be jumping for Brighton, who's in their home, and Jake Lindsay will jump for the Olympus Titans. And we are underway in High School Rewind Game of the Week, controlled by Brighton. Here's Brock Miller. First chance to see Brock this year. Gives Gramillion the high post, back out top to Miller. Miller will pull for three, and that's off the mark. Rebound. Messina off the window and good. The interesting thing will be is how Messina and Guy respond to Brock Miller being on the floor and what it'll do with the offense for Coach Gardner. On the outside, here's Holler. Hands off to Alec Monson. Monson to Lindsay. Crossover, the high post, back out to Monson. He holds on. Monson down the lane. Monson will, no, too strong. Went finger roll and left it too strong. Goes off the back of the rim. Down the floor we go with Guy. Guy dropping in Messina. Messina has that slapped away by Monson. Picked up by Jake Lindsay. Lindsay going at it. Miller goes around him, and he misses the bunny. Lindsay to trigger the inbound. Gets it in to Alec Monson. Monson down the lane. Tries to pass it. It's kicked out of bounds. We'll stay here. Williams pulls for three. Blocked by Messina. Messina ahead to Guy. Guy back up top. Three on the way. And a three-pointer from Eric Benyon. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Bengals. Handbag, Jake Lindsay. Now Alec Monson. On the angle to Spencer Williams. Straight away, Holler. Holler down the lane. Terminate. Kick out to Monson for three. And a big fella answers the three with his own. 5-3 our score. Quickly back down the floor. Here's Benyon. Benyon out to Brock Miller. He'll pull for three. And Miller from downtown. Back-to-back threes for the Bengals. 8-3 the lead for Brighton. Outside to Williams, and that's a foul. Foul on Messina. First foul of the ball game. Here's Jake Lindsay. Lindsay finds Monson on the give and go. Monson terminates. Double team comes, and Monson fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And rolls home the second shooter's touch. Full court pressure coming from Olympus, trying to push the tempo on the Bengals. Messina gets it ahead to Benyon. Benyon in the middle to Guy. Guy down the lane, give it up. Gramillion can't finish it. Rebound, Alec Monson on the run with Holler. Holler hands back, Monson for three. And that rims out. Rebound taken by Chandler Guy on the run with the Bengals. Guy inside to Gramillion. He faces and fires and hits on the baseline. 10-5 the lead now for the Bengals. Holler terminates. Holding on, hands off to Williams, goes off of Spencer Williams' knee, and will go the other way with Brighton. 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. 10-5 the lead for the Bengals. Messina, Benyon now with Brock Miller. Miller a pull inside the arc, and that's off the back of the iron. Rebound, Gramillion, and he gets it back to Brock Miller. Miller looking for the screen. Miller off the screen. Here's Gramillion. Gramillion to the hole, has that slapped away. Osa Messina gets his own rebound. Can't get the second shot to go. And a rebound to Jake Lindsay on the move with the Titans. Lindsay goes at Miller in the corner. Monson for three. And Monson hits his second of the quarter. Quickly back down the floor. Here's Benyon. Benyon leaves it short, nearly tripped. 10-8 our score. Quickly back down the floor with the Titans. Hands back. Three on the way. The third three of the quarter, and that's Alex Williams. Timeout, Bengals. 4:36 remaining in the first. 11-10 the lead for Olympus. After the Brighton timeout, first lead for the Titans. 11-10 after two triples from Monson and then one from Alex Williams. Here's Chandler Gee. Gee terminates. Try to go backdoor. That pass picked off by Monson on the run now with Holler. Holler. Here's Lindsay down the lane. Lindsay floated up and good. Nice take by Jake Lindsay. 13-10 the lead for Olympus. Here's Messina into Monson and one. First foul on Alec Monson, and Osa Messina will go to the line looking to tie us up at 13. Here's Messina for the Workman's three and leaves off the front of the iron. Rebound of Monson. Halfway through the first quarter, 13-12 our score. Monson will hand back to Holler. Holler cross court to Lindsay. And that pass kicked by Messina will stay here. 13-12 with 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. Here's Jake Lindsay in the corner. Monson looking for number three, and he leaves that one a little long. Rebound taken by Holler. Hands back to Lindsay for three. And he can't get it to go. Rebound, Osa Messina racing down the floor with Messina. Messina in the lane, float up right hand as I swatted away. Gramillion follows it up and gets the bucket. 14-13, the lead now for the Bengals. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay in down the lane, left hand and good. Nice take by Jake Lindsay. Gives the lead back to Olympus, 15-14. Here's Benyon, who hit a three earlier, down inside to Chandler Gee. Gee has that one swatted away by Holler. Now back down the floor we go with the Titans. Here's Alec Monson, cross court to Lindsay. Lindsay now Holler. Holler cross court to Monson, pump fake. He'll pull for three. That's off the mark. Rebound taken by Gramillion. Benyon will walk it up the floor. Messina hands back to Chandler Gee and will set up the offense for the Bengals. 2:25 remaining in the opening quarter. Up and down pace in this game. Here's Messina, swatted from behind by Alec Monson. And down the floor we go with Olympus. Here's Holler. Holler, the corner to Monson. Pump fake. In the corner to no, that was slapped away by Benyon. Ahead to Benyon. Holler giving chase. Benyon misses his second layup of the quarter. Tipped out. Monson with the loose ball to Lindsay. 2-on-1. Goes right at Messina and one. Oh, what a finish by Jake Lindsay. The foul goes to Messina, his second. It'll be a three-point opportunity for the Titans. Lindsay now at the line looking for the three-point play. And puts it down. 18-14 the lead for Olympus. Down the floor we go with Chandler Gee. Gee along the baseline. Errant pass taken by Monson. Ahead to Holler. Holler kicks it back out. Williams for three. Now leaves that one long. Loose ball picked up by Benyon ahead to Brock Miller, but right in the hands of Alex Williams. Picked up by Jake Lindsay. Inside out, Monson in the corner. Monson terminates, still looking. And he'll hand off and we'll set up the offense. Here's Jake Lindsay with 1:25 remaining in the opening quarter, setting up the offense for the Titans. Lindsay down the lane, working on Miller. Floated up, no. Gets his own board, pump fake. Off the window and good. Nice draw by Jake Lindsay. 6-point lead now, 20-14 in favor of Olympus. There's Chandler Gee. 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. Hand back Brock Miller for three. Off the back of the rim, was on line, just missed it. Lindsay, head, gets that one through to Williams. Oh, nice find to Monson and a finish. Alec Monson takes the bump from Bowen Smith and able to finish it, and he'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. Monson looking for the three-point play and completes it. 23-14. Terrific start for Olympus and a great start to this game. Chandler Gee up the floor, giving up to Brock Miller on the angle. Miller into Gramillion. Gramillion off the window and good. Nice set. 23-16. 30 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Here's Williams up to Holler. Now Jake Lindsay. Lindsay will back things out, possibly looking for the last shot of the quarter. So we're down to 20 seconds. Lindsay working on Benyon. 15 seconds now. Now straight away with Holler. 10 seconds. They go four high as the ball slapped away in the hands of Alec Monson. 5 seconds as that one's taken away by Gee. Ball still loose, 2 seconds. 1 second, Gee can't get control of it. That'll count if it goes. They say no. And what a first quarter up and down the floor. And it's Olympus leading Brighton 23-16. Start of the second quarter, 23-16. What a terrific opening quarter. One of the most fun we've had in the early stages of the season here on High School Rewind. Jake Lindsay in the corner to Williams. Back out to Lindsay as it's slapped away by Chandler Gee and will stay here. Quickly inbounded in to Spencer Williams. Drop it inside to Alex Williams. Here's Holler. Here's Williams. Works off the screen. Has back to Lindsay. Lindsay will pull for three. And Lindsay just off the mark. Rebound taken by Brock Miller. On the run now with the Bengals. Miller gives up Gramillion. Gramillion again off the window and good. Nice job by Brock Miller. Tell he's not forcing the issue as you might expect him to do. Williams now on the angle with Monson. Monson will pull inside the arc and hit. Oh, what a shot by Alec Monson. 25-18 the lead now for Olympus. Chandler Gee in the corner. Can't hang on. This does save it in. That was CB Fahoko. Number one saving it was Devashere. And now up top, Brock Miller. 6:45 remaining in the opening quarter. Miller. Here's Devashere. And now he'll set it back out to Miller. 6:35 on the clock. Devashere hands off to Gramillion. Jumper from the free throw line. In and out. Rebound taken by Alec Monson. Now on the run with Holler. Holler is going to go down the baseline. Finds Alex Williams. Now Monson. Monson gives it to Spencer Williams in the corner. Three on the way from Holler. And Holler off the mark. Rebound still loose. Taken by Fahoko. Hands off to Gee. 3-on-1. Gee back to Miller. Miller will pull for two. Gets it off to Gee. Devashere for three. And that's no good. Rebound taken by Alec Monson. 6 minutes remaining now in the second quarter. Brighton gone cold. Holler will walk it up the floor. Give it up to Monson. Monson hands back. Spencer Williams for three. And Spencer Williams finds it. 28-18. And that's like you expect from Olympus. Lining it up from downtown. Here's Brock Miller. Man, we'll have a foul away from the basketball. It'll be against Olympus.
He's got two, Alex. He's got two.
Gee to trigger. Gets it into Brock Miller. He'll pull for three. And Miller off the mark. Rebound to Holler. Down the floor we go with Olympus. Here's Jake Lindsay. Lindsay back to Holler. Here's Meacham to Monson. Monson looking inside to Williams as that's slapped away by Gramillion, and we'll stay here. Lindsay will inbound for Olympus. Gets it in to Williams. Williams back in the corner to Lindsay. Hands back, Holler. Thought about three and hangs on. Holler down the lane. Holler with the left hand, left it too strong. Rebound to Benyon. Ahead to Brock Miller. Miller to the hole. Miller has that blocked by Alec Monson. And now a foul on Osa Messina, and that's number three. on the 5A MVP for the football season. And that's the 15th foul on Brighton. 5 team fouls on Brighton, 2 on Olympus, with 4:50 remaining in the half. Outside, Jake Lindsay. Lindsay pulls for 3, and Lindsay finds it. 31-18. Another three-pointer for the Titans. Miller following on the baseline, no. Gramillion trying to grab the rebound. Has it, he's fouled as he goes up. I believe that'll go against Meacham, and it'll be a 2-shot foul for Gramillion. Gee to inbound. Bengals trailing by 13, and that pass is stolen by Lindsay. Lindsay going hard to the hole, gets around Benyon and can't get it to drop. Ball is still loose, picked up by Chandler Gee on the run now with the Bengals. 4-on-2, Gee will pull in transition and hit. Nice draw by Chandler Gee. Quickly back down the floor. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay on the baseline. He's fouled by Gramillion. That'll be the 16th foul on Brighton. Lindsay made the first. And front rims the second. And rebound taken by Chandler Gee. 2-on-1. Gee takes it by himself and 1. Nice finish by Chandler Gee, and that's a foul on Alec Monson. Gee looking to complete the three-point play. And he does. 32-23. Halfway through the second quarter, and it's a 9-point advantage for Olympus. That all is coming from the outside. They have lit it up from 3. Into the corner, Meacham. Back out top to Lindsay. Back in the corner. Meacham gets it out to Lindsay. Cross to Holler. Lindsay. Holler. He'll go inside out. Lindsay will pull for 3. And that one comes off the rim. Rebound taken by Olympus. Has that one stripped and will stay here. Lindsay to trigger the inbound. Gets it into Holler. And Holler will set things up for the Titans. 3:25 on the clock. On the angle, Lindsay. High post to Meacham. Out to Monson. He'll pull for 3. Monson off the mark. Rebound, Gramillion. Quickly back down the floor we go with Brighton. Here's Fehoko in the corner. Benyon back out Fehoko. Here's Gee. Drop it inside. Gramillion. Timeout taken by Coach Garner. 2:58 remaining in the half. 32-23 to lead for Olympus. Brock Miller to inbound. Gets it into Gramillion. Has back Miller for 3. And Miller from downtown. His second. 32-26. 2:45 remaining in the first half. Spencer Williams hands off to Alec Monson. Up top, Jake Lindsay. Lindsay working on Brock Miller. Lindsay down the lane as that one slapped away. Here's Devashere pushing up the floor. Got Benyon on his left. Devashere down the lane, and he's fouled. And it'll be Devashere going to line to shoot 2. Devashere made the first. And gets the second. 32-28 remaining, or 2.5 remaining in the first half. Olympus will walk the ball up the floor. Here's Monson. Monson had that one slapped away by Benyon. Across to Holler. Low scoring second quarter after an up and down first quarter. Here's Bess. Gets up top to Williams. Williams down the lane, back to Bess. Here's Holler for 3. And Holler finds it from the outside, and it's 35-28. Inside of 2 minutes, down to 1 minute and 45 seconds. Here's Gee. Now Benyon. Top Devashere, now to Brock Miller. Miller off the screen. Miller down the lane, float up right hand, too strong, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Miller made the first and makes the second. 35-30 our score. Minute and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Both teams with 16 fouls. Here's Holler. He'll hold it up around midcourt. Williams for three, and that's well too strong. Loose ball is still out there, picked up by Miller. He'll pull for transition. That's a two. That's off the mark. Rebound taken, and now on the run with Lindsay, nearing the minute mark. Somehow gets that through to Best, and then Benyon kicks it out of bounds, and we'll stay here. Lindsay to trigger the inbound, gets it into Williams. Cross to Williams, now back to Lindsay. Lindsay has that one slapped away. Here's Benyon on the run. Benyon coming on the right side and loses the handle. And staying here, that should be going the other way. Gee to inbound, gets it in Gramillion. Jump it, no. Rebound taken by Holler. Holler pushing it. The pull back out, here's Williams. Williams back up to Lindsay. 35 seconds now remaining in the first half. And the Titans look to be looking to bury this clock. Coach Barnes puts up the hand, tells them just one. And up and down first quarter. An interesting second quarter. Both teams kind of settled into this game. 15 seconds. Now down to 10. Lindsay in the corner. Williams for three. That's too strong. Ball still loose. Gramillion chucks it, and that'll do it for the first half. At the end of one, it's Olympus 35, Brighton 30. And we're ready for the second half of play. We had a fun, as we mentioned so many times, a fun first quarter. Second quarter, a little bit slower paced, not as much scoring. Nonetheless, we have got hopefully a second half that should be very entertaining. Brock Miller on the alley-oop, can't get it to go off the backboard. We get on the floor now. Here's Jake Lindsay. Lindsay right at Gee, floats it up and scores it. Nice finish by Lindsay. Osa Messina racing on the floor. He's got 3 fouls. Gee now on the angle to Miller. Miller working on Lindsay. Miller on the baseline, swatted by Lindsay. Ball still loose. Grabbed by Gramillion. Gramillion high off the window and good. Nice take by Gramillion. Back down the floor we go with the Titans leading by 5. Jake Lindsay outside Monson pulls for 3. Monson's third three-pointer. Went a little cold in that second quarter. We get on the floor. Here's Osa Messina. Messina, offensive foul. And that's number 4 on Osa Messina. (40-32) the lead for the Titans. Messina on the bench now with 4 fouls. Holler loses the handle, gets it back. Lindsay, now Williams. Williams drops it inside to Monson. Monson holding. Monson working on Benyon. Monson in the lane. Goes by, and there's a foul on Benyon. It'll be the second team foul on Brighton. Monson made the first. And rolls home the second. 10-point lead, 42-32 for the Titans. 6:40 remaining in the third. Miller has Gramillion. Gramillion, it gets back to Brock Miller. Moves off the screen. Miller down the lane. Miller left hand. He can't finish. Gramillion gets the board. Kicks it out to Gee. Gee hands off to Vacherade. Find inside of Gramillion. Pump fakes his way. Got bumped, and there's the call. The foul was there. A late whistle. There'll be 2 free throws coming to Gramillion. First free throw good from Gramillion. And makes the second. 42-34. The lead for Olympus. Full court pressure from Brighton. Down the sideline. Here's Monson for 3, and he's fouled. Another goal against Benyon. It'll be 3 free throws coming the way of Alec Monson. Monson made the first 2. and gets the third. 45-34 after the 3 free throws from Alec Monson. Right down the floor with Chandler Gee. So Benyon and Messina on the bench. Devashere and Fehoko come on the floor. Deep 3 from Miller off the mark. Oh, the best possession there for Brighton. Back down the floor we go with Holler. In the corner, Williams for 3. Williams misses. Rebound taken by Brock Miller. Quickly up the floor now with the Bengals. Miller crossover stolen from behind by Jake Lindsey. Back down the floor, Lindsey to Monson for 3. And the rebound taken by Devashere and a double dribble. Devashere wanted to give it to Gee and clutched it. A turnover. 45-34 the lead for Olympus. Brighton trying to stay in this ball game. They score in spurts, do the Bengals. And a foul away from the basketball. And I'll go against Williams. So a foul against Spencer Williams will be the second team foul against Olympus. During the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Gee dropping inside to Brock Miller. Miller, jump hook, no. And rebound collected by Alec Monson. On the run now with Lindsey. Lindsey in the lane, out to Williams for 3, and Alex Williams from downtown. I believe that's his second of the ball game. 48-34. The lead for the Titans. Brighton needs a solid possession here to try to stay in this game. Here's Gramillion. He faces up and makes. Gramillion been the best player on the floor tonight for Brighton. Keeping it within striking distance, now trailing by 12, 48-36. Here's Lindsey. Lindsey down the baseline. Lindsey the hole, swatted away by Devashere. We'll stay here. Lindsey to trigger. And to Williams, thought about 3, and I'll give it to Monson. Monson working on Benyon. Monson outside Lindsey in the corner. Williams for 3. And number 3 won't fall. Gramillion with the board up the floor now with Gee. Gee loses the footing. On the run now with Holler. Gramillion giving chase, and Holler lays it up and in. Chandler Gee just flat out lost his footing. 14-point lead again, 50-36 in favor of Olympus. Here's Brock Miller. Miller pull for 2 and rims out. Gramillion keeps it alive, gets the board. Gramillion will jump it inside the key, too strong. Rebound taken by Monson. On the run now with Jake Lindsey. Lindsey inside out Williams. Monson has that one slapped away by Benyon. On the run now with Devashere. Here's Benyon for 3. Well too strong. And a rebound to Holler. Holler. Williams for 3. Spencer Williams from downtown. 53-36. 3:10 remaining in the third quarter. Olympus starting to pull away. Gee, high post, Gramillion. Gramillion inside out, Benyon for 3. And that one's too long. Rebound, Jake Lindsey. Lindsey down the lane, loses the handle. Picked up by Gramillion. Gramillion on the run, got Brock Miller, gives it up to Miller. Miller will score it. 53-38 our score. 2:40 remaining in the third quarter, and Brighton gonna have to close out this quarter strong. Messina on the bench with 4 fouls. And Miller is struggling from the floor. Here's Holler. Now Monson. Back to Holler. Works off the screen on the angle to Lindsey. Drop it inside. Monson can't get to it. And we'll go the other way with Brighton. So down the floor we go with Chandler Gee. Give it up, Brock Miller. Hands off to Devashere. Back to Miller. Miller down the base, pulls it back out. Off the screen from Smith. Miller for 3, no. Rebound taken by Spencer Williams. Williams walks it up and gives it up to Lindsey. Williams on the baseline, and then now that one poked away, and we'll stay here. Lindsey to inbound. Gets it in to Spencer Williams. Lindsey down the lane, floated up and score it. Nice finish by Jake Lindsey. have an outstanding game tonight. 55-38 the lead for Olympus. Messina setting to check in. Benyon in the corner, Devasseray. Devasseray trying to get inside, and as a poked away, picked up by Brock Miller. Miller back in the corner, Devasseray down the lane. And we're going to have a foul on Olympus. They'll put Devasseray at the line, shooting 2. Devasseray missed the first. And gets the second. Messina back on the floor. He's got 4 fouls. We have 1:20 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Lindsay. Cross to Haller. Haller back to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Haller in the corner. Down the base. Put it up and no, can't get it to go. And the rebound, and then we have a jump ball. Nice take by Seth Crofts. Couldn't finish it, got the jump ball. Lindsay to inbound. Gets it into Haller inside of a minute remaining. Coach Barnes wanting one final shot. Here's Jake Lindsay. They're going to try to kill this clock. Terrific third quarter for Olympus. Put up 17 in the quarter and distancing themselves, leading now by 16. And for Brighton, just inconsistent offense. Miller trying to work himself back into this, but also doesn't help that Messina has been saddled with foul trouble all night long, picking up his 4th early in the third, and he's leading scorers on this team. Chandler Gee been quiet from the field as well. For Olympus, it's been really shooting from downtown between Lindsay, Monson, Alex Williams has 3, and this ball will stay here. Inbound to Haller. 6 seconds. 5 seconds now. Haller in the corner. Meacham for 3, and that's off the side of the backboard. Crossboard, and no, that won't count. And at the end of 3, Olympus pulling away. They lead 55-39. Beginning of the fourth quarter. It's going to take a furious comeback from Brighton to get in this ball game. Here's Osa Messina. Messina goes right out. Monson has a block by Monson. And the ball will stay here as all of Olympus stood and watched the ball go out. Quick inbound to Gramillion. Can't finish. Rebound. Taken by Monson on the run now. Haller. Here's Jake Lindsay. Here's Lindsay. Terminate outside to Haller. In the corner, Monson for 3. And there's number 4 for the evening. 58-39 the score now. 19-point lead for Olympus. Here's Osa Messina down the lane, left hand, and finishes. (58-41). Minute into the fourth. Here's Monson down the base. Here's Williams, finds backside to Crofts, and Crofts will score his first bucket of the game. Here we play down the floor now, Chandler Gee. Up top, Osa Messina. Messina out to Benyon. Benyon for 3. Benyon, this end of the floor, not been kind to Benyon. He's long on this side. Here's Haller to Williams. Alex Williams pump fake. Nice find inside, and Jake Lindsay lays it up and in. Timeout, Brighton. 6:31 remaining in the fourth. All Titans, 62-41. After the timeout, 21-point lead for Olympus. 62-41. Down the floor, Gee. Messina now on the angle. With the vast ray back to Brock Miller. Miller inside to Messina. Messina with the left hand, too strong. Wild shot. Haller with the board on the run. Here's Lindsay. Lindsay down the lane, left hand, and finishes it. Nice job by Jake Lindsay. Quickly down the floor, and another timeout taken by Brighton. After the timeout, back we come with the Bengals. Here's Brock Miller. Doing the Gramillion. Gramillion somehow finished that. There wasn't a foul on the play, but what a finish by Gramillion, who's having an outstanding night for Brighton on a night where it's been a little tough. Holler. Here's Crofts. Crofts into Lindsay. Lindsay down the lane. Lindsay with the left hand. Oh, what a finish! And it counts. And Lindsay will go to the line looking for the three-point play. Lindsay finishes the three-point play. 66-43 our score. Quickly down the floor now with Guy. Up top, Messina on the angle. Devashere drop it inside. Grimillion back out to Miller. Miller down the lane. Miller floated up, no. Rebound to Monson. Quickly down the floor. Here's Williams. Up top to Lindsay. Cross court to Holler. Now Crofts. Goes it back to Alec Monson. A tough shooting night from Monson. He's got 16, but struggling from the field overall. Here's Lindsay. Now on the angle with Holler. Holler holding. 4:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Game well in hand for Olympus, running a lot of clock in their offensive sets. And they're in pass, and we'll go the other way with Brighton. So down the floor we go after the turnover from Olympus. Here's Messina. Hands back to Devashere, now to Guy. Guy would drop it inside to Grimillion. Grimillion working on Williams. Series of pump fakes and hands back to Miller. Miller down the baseline as that was swatted away by Crofts. Everything going right for Olympus. Quick inbound into Osa Messina, who pulls for three, and he's long on the three. Quickly on the run now with Olympus. Lindsay had that one slapped away by Fehoko. Got it back in the corner to Monson. Pump fake down the lane. Monson, nice job of contorting his body, getting it to go. Nice job making the adjustment. Now with the 18 for Alec Monson. Back down the floor we go with the Bengals. Devashere. And that one's stolen by Williams. Williams going at Guy. Hands back Lindsay. Now to Monson. Monson down the lane. And he'll have a charge. And we'll go the other way with Brighton. 3:40 remaining in the fourth. Outside, Simi Fehoko. Outstanding football players here at Brighton. An outstanding D1 prospect as he grows just a sophomore. Back down the floor, here's Monson. Monson up top to Jake Lindsay. On the angle with Williams, now Crofts. Up top, Monson. On the angle with Holler. Here's Crofts. Crofts down the lane. Crofts to the hole. And that's number 5 on Osa Messina. Crofts made the first. That was the 5th foul on Messina. Wholesale changes come in for Brighton and for Olympus. As he makes them both 71-43, down the floor we go with the Bengals. Here's Fehoko, and Fehoko's out and poked away by Crofts, and now a foul on Simi Fehoko, and that is the 16th foul on Brighton. A tough start to the year for the Brighton Bengals. Graduated so much talent in 2 years, getting to the state championship game and into the semifinals, and to have a year struggling a little bit is tough for a lot of the fans, and certainly for parents and players that have gotten used to the limelight. As that ball goes out of bounds, it goes to Brighton. The one thing you have to remember, and we mention this all the time, it's region play that gets you into the state tournament, and they play a tough preseason schedule, but it's what you do in region play that gets you to the tournament that will stay here. Inbound, that ball gets passed, and it's picked up by Crofts. Gives it up, Falatoy gives it up to Meacham, and Meacham will finish 73-43. Quick back down the floor, we come with Bickmore. Dropping inside to Jensen, back out Bickmore. Okay, Bickmore down the lane, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as that goes against Meacham. Bickmore made the first. Has got one more. And makes them both. 73-45. Down the floor we come with the Olympus Titans. What a start of the year for Olympus. They're going to move to 9-2. They had the overtime loss against Alta, who, as we've seen, is one of the favorites in 5A. His Lone Peak has really been Lone Peak. That ball swatted away by Fajoko. Got it back. Here's Crofts. Falatoy for three. It's off the mark, and a rebound collected by the Titans. That's out of bounds. A pass from John Pettit. They're looking in the region for Brighton. Got a lot of hope here, as West Jordan has had a pretty good year, up and down a little bit. We see them a lot in our high school rewind. Jordan struggling a little bit. Copper Hills has improved, and Alta seems to be the class of the region. And there's a foul on the floor, and that will be the 17th foul on Olympus. Sorry, it's only the 16th foul on Olympus. Inbound into Fajoko, and he scores. And for Olympus, their season continues to move forward. Matchup with Orem should be a lot of fun for the Titans, a new region foe, as Dalton Nixon and the Tigers have been playing very, very well. That ball slapped away, still saved, and we'll go the other way with the Bengals. Inside of a minute remaining, 50 seconds on the clock. Here's Fajoko, hands back. Bickmore holding. Jensen posting up, get inside to Jensen. Jensen is fouled. They'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jensen missed the first and got one more. And gets the second. 73-48 our score. Down the floor we go with Crofts. And the Titans looking for just to hold it out with 30 seconds remaining. Falatoy near side of Meacham. And up top to Crofts. But Coach Barnes has got a good group on his hands. And you're looking at a 1-2 scoring punch of Alec Monson and Jake Lindsay. Should be a lot of fun going through this region and through the 4A year. Best gets that one to go. Bickmore beat up the floor inside of 10 seconds. And that's swatted away by Crofts. And that'll do it. A commanding win for the Olympus Titans, as they put away the Brighton Bengals 75-48 on a hot shooting night for Olympus. Again, our final score, Olympus 75, Brighton 48. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up. Now welcome back to Brighton High School. Again, our final score, the Olympus Titans 75, the Brighton Bengals 48, and a commanding win for Olympus. They continue to improve on their season and get better and better each time we see them. And tonight was a night that really, if you're at Brighton, there's not much you can do. The first quarter, up and down the floor, it looked like we had a game where two teams are just going to try to score as many points as possible as they really fast breaks quickly down the floor in a transition. And then really, Brighton just could not keep pace shooting with Olympus, who was shooting hot from the outside, as hit a number of threes in the first half. And Alec Monson had 2 early, Alex Williams had 2 early, and Jake Lindsay was also hitting from the outside, and it just proved to be too much for Brighton to overcome. And Osa Messina getting the early foul trouble didn't help either, as Brock Miller's trying to still get his game legs back and still find a shooting stroke going on. Brighton just could not keep pace. Our player of the game tonight is going to go to Jake Lindsay. Monson played very, very well, but thought Jake Lindsay throughout the game really helped space it out, especially in the third quarter. Did an outstanding job tonight for the Olympus Titans. And Olympus, as we mentioned in the game, as we get into region play, it'll be a lot of fun. Those matchups with Orem is really probably going to decide this region, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll have it for you as many games as we can here on High School Rewind to get you a chance to see the best teams and the best games possible. And we'll have as many games as we can right here for you on Xfinity On Demand High School Rewind. Well, again, our final score, the Olympus Titans 75, the Brighton Bengals 48. For Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us and watching High School Rewind, only on Xfinity On Demand.